Aaron has found out. Maybe he didn't listen to the minutes.
Maybe not, yeah.
That's right.
All right. We're good. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right at 5:30.
Recommendations, requests, approval of the minutes of executive sessions. The board did meet in executive session to discuss personnel in accordance to Indiana code at 5 p.m. It is recommended that the minutes of the regular public meeting of February 17th, 2026 and the special public meeting of March 4th, 2026 be approved with any additional corrections and or deletions as recommended by the board. Have a motion? Okay.
I'll second.
Second. Heather. Vote. 7-0. Public participation?
No.
None here. Accounts payable and vouchers payroll claims. It is recommended that the board approve accounts payable vouchers from February 17th through February 28th, 2026, and March 1st through March 17th of 2026. Also to approve payroll claims for February 13th and February 27th of 2026, and to make payroll on March 13th, 2026, and March 27th, 2026. Motion?
So moved.
Jonathan? Second?
I'll second.
Heather? Vote 7-0. Approved contractual bus drivers accounts payable for the above dates.
Motion.
Barry?
Second.
Second. Heather? Vote 6-0-1. Financial reports. The return transfer from the education fund to the operation fund to reimburse the operation fund for February 2026 expenses that are not allocated to student instruction and learning was made February 28th, 2026 on the amount of $90,000.
Teresa's not here being spring break. She's been in and out of the office, but she said she'll send you the detailed financials probably next week. But she does have the summary sheet here for the fund reports for your spots. And if you have any questions, I can relay them to her or try to answer myself. You can see where we're at currently.
Does that retirement severance bond debt, does that just equal one more payment, or how, what does that amount to?
I believe that's where you at exactly here.
Third or fourth line down.
Fourth line.
Yeah, that is just leftover. We need to actually transfer that somewhere else. We just haven't done it yet. That's been paid off.
So that's already,
It's
I
been
thought
done,
it was,
yeah.
and I was
Um,
uncertain.
We've talked to Jeff Hawkins about where we need to put that at. We just haven't done it yet. So yeah.
Okay.
Employment. It is recommended that the board transfer of Angie Basinger to the student support specialist for the 2026-27 school year, 4 days per week, pay and benefits for the master contract.
Motion.
Barry?
Second.
Keith? Vote 7-0. It is recommended the board approve the contractual agreement with Tammy Koontz to provide school psychologist services for the 2026-27 school year, 20 hours a week at $80 an hour.
So moved.
Courtney? And is that the same where they go up?
The one at $5 was $75 an hour after $8 this year. We have had some talks with Shoals. They have a school psychologist that they may not need full time. So that's the preliminary discussion after next year, whether we could share a school site with them. And if we did, would that be advantageous to us from a financial standpoint? Would that person be a good fit for us? So we just started having those conversations, but that could be something that we might do in the future. Is sharing them with them and splitting the cost and seeing how much that would cost as opposed to using Tammy, which she's good. She, I have no issues with her, but if we could find somebody equally as good and save some funding for the corporation, we definitely will look at it.
Quotes, it is recommended that the board approve the quote from Nelson Asphalt and Seal Coat LLC in the amount of $36,221.20 to complete seal coat work at the junior senior high school. Motion, Christie?
So,
Okay. Barry? Vote 7-0. It is recommended the board approve the quote from Temple and Temple in the amount of $3,885 to complete milling work on parking lots at the junior senior high school. Motion. Christie, Courtney? Vote 7-2. It is recommended that the board approve the quote from Meteor.
Yep.
In the amount of $119,474.65 for furniture and installation at the Orleans Elementary School.
This will be for the second and third grade classrooms and one special ed room. It's kind of part of our plan to go through the whole school.
Motion.
Jonathan,
Second.
Heather. Vote 7-0. SR Mechanical, it is recommended that the board approve the preventive maintenance contract for Massillon Mechanical for Orleans Elementary School and Orleans High School, junior senior high school, in the amounts listed. Orleans Elementary, $2,080. Orleans Junior Senior High School, $5,720. And this is exactly for what?
This is for our checks with our, like to shut down our boiler at certain times and to do the pre-season check for our chillers and winterize our chillers and those kind of things.
Motion, Jonathan? Second, Christie? Vote 7-0. Superintendent report, Michelle.
I sent you guys out a document. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it about the kind of priorities for the work session. Did I correctly kind of summarize what we thought?
That looked good.
Do we feel like we need to have another work session to discuss that further? Or what do you guys think? I'm trying to see if I could copy that in my folder.
I thought it was super beneficial, so I would like to see us have another one.
Okay. Is there a time frame? What you guys are kind of thinking? You thinking we want to try to do something here before the end of March again, or you want to wait till April to do something? You want to choose a date tonight? Or everybody have their calendars with them, or you may just send out like 5-6 dates in a weekly update? How would you like to move forward with that?
Just let me know when it is. Yeah, that's the easiest.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
So,
not again in
your
March,
hard
since
to
we've
please.
already met twice in March.
Your
but-
heart, please.
As long as we have 3 days, we can meet every week if we wanted to. As long as we, publish,
Okay.
open door law. Yeah, so we're okay there.
Okay.
I think we probably ought to give them a board a bit, and maybe look at April or May.
Okay.
For it.
All right, that sounds good. I'll tell you what, I will send out some dates. Courtney, you seem to have the busiest schedule of anybody here, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but so if you want to look at your calendar, maybe
Yeah,
tell
I
me
can
some,
tell you, I
Yeah.
already know that there is a week that I'm out.
okay,
I'll email you
Sure.
tomorrow. I'll
Yeah,
text
that
you
works.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And then I'll kind of look what she's got, then I'll send out a few dates and see if that works for the rest of the board, and we'll kind of go from there. Is there a night of the week that works best for you, Christy? I know you've got library responsibilities.
Well, right now after Easter, but if you went after Easter,
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter as much, but, library board meetings are on the last Tuesday of the month. So
Okay, so-
again, that's probably not gonna matter because it's gonna be March and then not until, so.
So not last Tuesday, okay. I try to avoid that too, and then I'll try to avoid those, and then send it out, and if it doesn't work, we'll try to have a couple of options for everybody. You can go from there. Perfect. Mr. Wheeler brought to me an idea. Some of our spring sports and some of our sports in spring sports mostly, we're having a hard time filling the teams. What we've always done in the past is if we don't have enough, we ask sixth graders to go out and participate. We're doing it again this year. He had the thought of we just go ahead and anything that the elementary school doesn't offer. They offer volleyball, they offer basketball. But anything they don't offer, like cross country, which we kind of have a cross country program, but like track, baseball, golf, we just allow those kids to participate. Now they could get cut, they may not be able to make it, but we just start including them as a way to try to get some more numbers, maybe build some interest in some of our spring sport programs, particularly track and golf. And even in baseball this year, we had to get sixth graders for baseball.
Sixth grade only.
Sixth grade only. Sixth grade only is the plan. And if the elementary offers a sport like basketball, we wouldn't ask them to come up and play. Now, the only downside of that is it's conceivable that a sixth grader could be better than a eighth grader. And I can see where that might cause some problems, but if we say we're doing this, they're part of the team, and just, that's just coach's decision at that point, but I want to get your guys' thoughts before we'll go ahead on that, because I'm sure if people do complain, you guys will hear that. So I'm gonna make sure you guys are okay with it and knew about it.
Some schools.
That's
Sixth
gonna-
grade
that's like right, some-
is in the junior
A lot of
high.
places.
So
I think Mitchell is, isn't it?
Mitchell does. I think Springs Valley. Mitchell does. Yes, Mitchell does for
Yeah.
sure. Springs Valley, their sixth graders participate. I'm not sure about Paoli, but yeah, Bedford is a lot too. I think yes.
Yeah.
So
Consistency is always good. So if it's from now on, we're encouraging sixth grade or allowing sixth graders. So it's not, doesn't look like it's a year to year. Oh, they did that because there's a certain kid or,
yeah, right now it's just, we don't have enough.
right.
We don't have enough.
Right.
And last year I had a parent upset because his son couldn't do golf, but we had enough golf kids.
Right.
And he was a good golfer. He would have helped the team, but that was kind of our policy: is if we don't have enough, if we have enough. So,
Okay, so we already have a policy in place. Okay,
I would say policy
Okay.
practice.
practice. Okay.
Practice.
Okay.
So we'll be changing our practice to we're just going to allow them to participate if they want to.
but they have to try out.
If trial, give them else, yeah.
Okay.
Now with track, and
Yeah.
the only way they wouldn't be able to participate in track or cross country is if we're taking a white bus and they're not. I know sometimes you get to where you're not one of the top 7, so
Right.
but they probably always been in practice. Golf
So-
could be a little different.
Cross country, just,
Mhm.
we do have an elementary cross country.
Yeah,
They
we
only
have to-
run one.
Yeah, then we run one time.
So
So-
we're saying, me personally,
Yeah.
I'd say we're better off just letting them run with the
Yes.
junior high
Yes.
and have our elementary 5th grade below
Yes.
is kind of what I'm
I would
thinking.
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew we had a
Yes.
team or whatever, but
But they run a few times and then they
Right.
come up here and run maybe 1 or 2 meets with the junior high. So we probably let the 6th grade participate. And then maybe continue that practice with the 4th and 5th graders, whatever. You guys are okay with that? I'll tell you.
You worded it pretty well, and you're trying to preserve more programs.
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
So this is just junior high we're fixing right now. Like I know that they had trouble getting girls for the softball team and.
Yeah.
but
I mean, I don't know how we,
know how to do anything with
we
that,
can't,
but
other than just
You're
coaches
allowed-
encourage them to play.
Yeah.
they're only allowed 4 years at the high school.
Yeah, you can't bring.
Right.
You can't bring an 8th grader.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So
yeah, we'll have to, I don't know what we do about that one.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe if we get the interest in their younger. then-
yeah,
That's-
right. I was thinking,
Yeah.
yeah,
Couple of
maybe-
years, we'll see the benefits of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I will say on where the numbers are, seems like especially on the girls' side. I don't know. I'd like to see the coaches out recruiting them or trying to get them to play instead of just, hey, if you played, we'd like to have your, but I don't know how, but I mean, from the softball, there's a lot of girls that play that aren't playing now. I
Mhm.
mean, and, we're coming off, and we have good players coming back, and we're almost unable to even field a team.
So we want to
Has
sexualize.
has
you.
anybody, Because I mean, I've been out of, you probably have been too, but how's the summer league look for the girls?
You know, I haven't been down there, to be honest, this summer.
Because I
Been
mean,
little
that
league
used to be
programs.
huge.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Are you talking about the,
The Orleans Summer League.
I'm just saying because my daughter plays.
Is it still a lot of participation?
From what I know, we have our meeting next week. To pick teams. I know, T-ball's only gonna have 2 teams this year. Last year we had 3 for the girls. I think we're looking at the same amount of teams for the next level up.
Really?
3, like what they had last year.
So it's definitely down. from what it used to
Definitely
be.
down.
But last year we had like 12 on our T-ball team. So, I mean, if you're looking at the lower end, I know some of them had more, they didn't have enough for an extra team. So some of the teams are a little bit.
So I think
There's usually about 5 teams per
Yeah.
group. Yeah, so it's definitely down numbers wise.
I did read an article that said that from a girls' basketball standpoint, high school, fewer girls are playing basketball in the state of Indiana. And you see that whenever
Oh, yeah.
we can't get, JV games and those kind of things. But yeah, I'll mention that to Mark to see what the plan is coming. I know he's talked with those coaches about their feeder programs, recruiting players, so I'll kind of see what they're doing there, to try to get interest.
And Todd made a good comment about, reach out and tell them you want them,
Yeah, that's,
and then teach them.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think the camps that,
Mhm.
because I'm involved with volleyball now. I think having the longer camps, like where it's not just like a single day or things like that, to get them involved and really kind of work on some of those things, especially like at my daughter's age, it starts kindergarten, first grade.
Mhm.
I remember learning to play as a 7th grader. It was very, very difficult. So if you can start earlier, the better off you are.
So if they could get involved with the summer leagues and get some of their players down there and give these younger girls something to, oh my God, did you see her pitch? Did you see?
Mhm.
Maybe that get that interest back up a little bit.
So, yeah, I'll bring it up to him, see what kind of mention that to him. We had 2 days that ended up the statewide. We'll have to make those up. So I would like to offer our non-certs to work 2 days at the end of the school year, the teacher work day, and then the day after, the next week, if they want to, is a way they can at least, work those 2 days they miss. Can't really do anything about the virtual days that we had, but if we can do those 2 days, it's already budgeted. Do you guys have any issue with that? I don't think that takes board action because there's already a number of days, scheduled days. So, but I'll let them know if they choose to. They can do that, and we'll have something for them to do. When the teachers are there, I don't think that'd be an issue. They can have teachers do their classrooms, but we may have them help us move furniture out of that 2nd, 3rd grade rooms, or do some cleaning, or help with Chromebooks. There's a lot of things we can have them do, depending on what they're able to do. So we'll give them that opportunity if they want to do that for them. And then that's all I've got, unless you guys have questions for me. I forgot to run our latest enrollment numbers. It's still in my mind, but I think we're about 840, 842, 43. And I checked last week. So. But that's all I've got, unless you guys have questions. There are no principal motions.
Okay. Late items, it is recommended that the board approve the following individuals as co-assistant high school baseball coaches for the 2025-26 season. Jeff Burning and Stephen Robinson. Courtney, second Barry. Vote. 7-0. It is recommended that the board approve the following individuals as volunteer baseball coaches for the 2025-26 season. Donnie Spires, Bryce Burning. Have a motion?
So moved.
Jonathan. Second. Christie. Vote. 7. I recommend that the meeting be adjourned at 5:50 p.m. Have a motion? Jonathan,
Second.
second Heather. Vote. 7-0.
getting to her